Welcome to 24 Willie Mays Plaza, the home of the Giants and Oracle Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the San Francisco Giants. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Our starting pitcher in this one, Jose Butto. How about a scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Just about ready to roll. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
That missed. That's a ball.
Butto, 6'1" righty, making his first start of the year. And he was born in Venezuela. Swings through that one for strike two. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1-2 now. Struck him out swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. And let's take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Oh, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
In the air, left field. Bader on the move. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Just off the outside edge. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. Two down, nobody on.
Yeehaw!
Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Garrett Cole. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 0-1. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. 1 up, 1 down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Luis Ariz stands in. Cole, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Inside, almost got him. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Batting third, left fielder.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right.
Caballero, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Giants come up empty in the first. On to the second from Oracle Park, and there's no score on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball popped up. Arise gets under it. One away.
Batting fifth, catcher J.C. Escaro.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. No score here in the second. And 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. The 2-2 on the way. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
McMahon gets out of the way. That's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swings through that. Swings through it for the K. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers.
Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The 1-0. That clips the corner. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game. The
1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And ball
That's
one.
inside. That's the ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
The 2-2. Next offering misses down and away. On the ground. McMahon fires over to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Right fielder, Gerard Encarnacion.
Now it's the right fielder, Gerard Encarnacion. Swings through that one.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just gonna have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. That's down and in. A slider missed. Tapped softly on the ground. Chisholm fires over to first, and that'll do it. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at Oracle Park, new inning getting started. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Sam Hentges, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Miller also throwing. And the 0-1. Just missed.
Ball. Ball out.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A solo shot. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
That home run certainly worthy of another look with StatCast, huh, Singy? I mean, that ball screamed out of here.
Absolutely. I mean, we only see a handful of home runs with an exit velo around 116 miles per hour. And the best we usually see in a season is somewhere in the high teens. And every couple of years, somebody breaks 120 off the bat, but that's extremely rare.
Just off the outside edge, ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. That's to third. In time to Devers, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now. Big time power.
Nope, ball.
To a count, you really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
There's a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in here on opening day. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Aaron Judge with a rocket. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0. Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
That one's in there. Strike one. Now a screamer into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for two, and that's a two-bagger.
Up next for the Yankees.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Butto departs. Not what they were hoping for from the opener, so we'll see a new arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
left-hander out of the bullpen, Eric Miller.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. This one in the air, center field. Lee under it. And there's two down.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Giancarlo Stanton.
Base hit right field. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So two down. Here's Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1.
Strike two.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Makes the turn at second. Heads for third. Here comes Stanton. He'll score easily, and it's 4-0.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Ball one there.
Ball.
Man at second. Escara checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
That one missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. That one lifted to left. Bader moving under it. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Set for the bottom of the third. And digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. Cole back to work. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
In the air to left center. Grisham on his way over. 2 down.
Batting ninth, designated hitter Casey.
Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
So now here's the DH, Casey Schmidt.
Ball, that's in.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. This to center field. And it drops in. And that turns the lineup over.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Ball.
The 1-0. On the inside corner for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So the Giants leave 1. They trail it here 4-0. Back here in San Francisco as we go to the top of the 4th. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bader under this one. 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Jose Caballero.
And he drops it down the third baseline. Not in time. He's safe.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
So a man at first. Aaron Judge, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Yeehaw!
Here's the 0-1. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw. Save.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's 5-0.
Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Wood!
Chisholm in his 6th season, 28 years old, and he was born in the Bahamas. The 0-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1. That one fouled off. 1 run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Jazz goes down on strikes.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Eric Miller done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
new
the
arm out of the
Giants,
bullpen, Sam Hentges.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit.
Hook!
Swings through that one out in front that time. Just
No, that
missed.
That's a ball.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the lead is now 5-0. Bottom four, and digging in for San Francisco, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's to third. McMahon. The throw to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Right through there for a strike. The Yanks leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Foul ball. Oh, 2 now. Started after it. Appeal to first. Didn't go. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman.
2 out, space is empty. And now the first baseman, Rafael Devers. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's outside.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Back there. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, they found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Chapman.
Ha!
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offer in there for a strike. That's strike two.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That one is upstairs. And that's downstairs.
Ball.
2-2. Devers at second with two down. And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man on second, two down. And that one misses up and in. And the count's full. And ball four, two aboard.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder,
Gerard Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fought off foul. Two on, 2 outs. That one fouled off. 2-2. That's down and in. And that'll load the bases.
Ball 4, runner take your base.
Up next for the Giants, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Two walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
The 1-0.
Ha!
Fouled off. He was late. And now it's 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Just missed the inside corner. Ball 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2 now. Bounce to third. McMahon. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Giants leave him loaded. It's 5-0. Back here at Oracle Park, and stepping in for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. On the ground to the left. Chapman over to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees, Left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. Adames, the throw to first. And the first two set down in the top of the
Up
fifth.
next for the Yankees, catcher J.C. Escara.
2 down, bases empty. J.C. Escara digs in now. He is struck out and he is walked.
Foul ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job to take that inside pitch and pull it into the gap. He could have easily spun off of it or just been tied up. He stayed short to the baseball, and he was thinking triple right out of the box.
The lefty, the 1-0. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
McMahon wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. 2 outs and a runner at third here on opening day. Foul ball there. 2-2 now. Stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just a slow ground ball this time. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Yankees, but they hold a 5-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
0-1 now. Swings through that high fastball. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. And another ball. The Yankees leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball.
Draws the walk
Ball
there.
four. Take your
Looked
base.
like a strike to me. And here comes the
Up
challenge.
next for the Giants, the shortstop.
It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 3-1 is on the way. Out towards right center field. Stanton on the move to the alley. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Giants.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. And now it's
That's
even
down.
up.
That's a
He
ball.
missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game.
Now pitching for
Ryan
the Giants.
Barucki on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it. You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one fouled off.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And a big swing and a miss. Got him. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Landon Root appears to be getting loose. Peguero getting cranked up as well. And that's in the dirt. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Slice to right. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Safe at second. He legs out the double.
Up next for the Yankees.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Judge now. He's already homered in this game. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing, and he popped it up. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Swings through that one for strike one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Base hit into center field. Caballero around third. He's safe.
No, he's
and
in
it's
there.
now a
Safe.
6-run lead.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Barucki won't go any further. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm for the
Giants,
Giants,
number
Landon
65.
Root.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Man at first. So up next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Hurt.
The 0-1. Line drive, and it stays fair. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
In the air, right field, Encarnacion on the move. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 6 and the Giants nothing. Back here in San Francisco, and digging in for San Francisco, Luis Arraez.
Luis Arraez.
On the ground to third. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Giants, left fielder Harrison Bader.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One and 2 here. Upstairs.
That's high. That's a ball.
The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Baseman, Rafael
Devers now 1 for 2. question about this one. It's out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they cut into the lead. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Heck!
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That one just
that
misses.
missed.
Going to count 1-2. Outside. Misses.
That missed. That's
And
the
now
ball.
it's 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. Payoff pitch. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Oracle Park, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
And the 0-1.
Ball.
On the ground to first. Devers steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the
Next for the
seventh.
Yankees, catcher J.C. Escara.
Here's the catcher, J.C. Escara. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A solo shot. And they add a run. It's 7-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Ball. That's down.
The 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. just
No,
misses
that's
the
down.
mark outside
Ball.
the zone.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
The
Did he
2-2
go?
gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him. Now 2 away.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Center fielder, Fransisco.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
No, that's down. Ball.
And the 1-0. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. That one almost got him. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2-2. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's 7-1.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Camilo Doval.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental
Leading
toughness
off
matters in
for the
situations
Giants,
like this as well.
Right fielder, Gerard Encarnacion.
He's a bullpen
that's
arm that
outside.
keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation. In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
The next offering misses. Ball 3.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
On the ground, out to short. Over to Goldie. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Giants, catcher Patrick Bailey.
The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Patrick Bailey.
Inside. Ball.
The Yanks up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one fouled off. Doval, in his 5th season, he features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Gets him to chase after that one.
That was straight queso right there.
Gets under it and pops it up. Chisholm settles under this one. Out number 2.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
That misses. Ball 1. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. check swing, but he went too far. No balls, 2 strikes. Hard hit to third. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Giants down in order. They're down 7-1. Back here in San Francisco, ready to begin the 8th. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
In the dirt, ball 1. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Not too often you're going to see a sub 90-mile-per-hour fastball get by a hitter for the strikeout, especially when it's in a very hittable location like that. Makes me think he was either looking for something else completely or he tried to do way too much with that swing.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one way inside.
Strike 2.
Two now. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls, and that's a 1-out single.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman.
So back to the top of the order. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Man at first, 1 away. Liner snagged at first. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. It's the Yankees 7 and the Giants 1. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Ball to strike. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. On the ground to third. Slings to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the Giants, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman,
Luis Arias now at the plate. And ball 1.
Ball.
just missed. And there's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
In for a strike, 2-2. Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The 1-0. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up and in, and it's 3-0. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Camilo Doval out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the Yankees,
Tim Hill taking over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
First and second, 2 down. And up next for the Giants, Rafael Devers.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Dives and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, with his speed, he doesn't get a whole lot of those infield hits, but he was giving it everything he had right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's down and away. Action in the pen down there. Cam Schlittler getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Warren warming up as well.
In situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Got one close, ruled the ball. And that's ball 3.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And a payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ball 4, he's walked in a run. All loaded up. Herrera and Encarnacion will hit next.
Gerard Encarnacion.
That's a ball.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs.
Hey!
Struck him out looking. Good job at damage control right there. So they get 1 but end up leaving the bases loaded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Giants 2.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Giants.
It's the top of the
Number
9th, and there's a new
63,
pitcher on the mound, Joel Peguero.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Fastball for a strike. That misses
Ball
the zone,
outside.
and now it's even 1-1. That one at triple digits.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Bill just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Stanton, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Next offering misses. Now 1-2. That one missed. Just off the inside corner, and now 3-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Cody Bellinger.
That's in for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That missed. That's a ball.
On the outside corner. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Joel Peguero won't go any further tonight. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Raymer Sanmartin gets the ball now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's the catcher, J.C. Escarra.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Yeehaw!
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that's the third out. The Yanks lead one, but they're still on top 7-2. Back here at Oracle Park. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Wood!
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One up, one down.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
And first offering is fouled off. This to third. McMahon fires over to first. And the Giants down to their final out.
For the Giants, designated hitter, Casey Schmidt.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Tim Hill departs.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
Righty reliever out of the pen,
31.
Cam Schlittler. He's into the game with the bases empty. So it's their last chance in this one. Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. And there's a ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Chisholm whips it to first. That finishes the evening's action.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.